Right. Welcome back, everyone, to Curse of the Vistani, episode 49. When last we left off, you guys finally made it to the town.
Yes.
The town of Shorelick.
Oh, we actually get the name this time?
Yeah, finally.
So it's Shore and then L-A-K at the end.
Like lake.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I forgot. Insert random half end of conversation here.
Yeah, I was waiting and you didn't do that. When you entered the town, you made your way over to the monastery, where you ran into some old friends, and you checked on the turtles, or the turtles.
Yes.
And then you contacted Morenoloff.
Yes.
And asked him to come meet you, at which point you sent him back home to his home plane of existence.
Lilia got to use her banishment spell for the second time this campaign.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it was permanent.
You also,
Yes.
while eating a nice salad that you topped off with some meat from your own packs, you also learned of some theft in town and were asked to investigate.
And we voluntold stick.
Mm-hmm. And upon dusting the salads with your own food, you realize that you have very little food left in your bag of cold egg.
Yep.
So that is where we pick up. The morning is here. What would you like to do?
Well, first things first. We do have locations to investigate, but I would also be curious as to if there is a market here at all.
The general store.
Pop off some produce, because in the Druid village, I don't think you're going to get fresher produce.
Right.
Although it is a drought-stricken area, so they may not have much to go around.
Well, you're welcome to inquire.
I will inquire.
Okay.
Also, we apparently woke up and there were a ton of animals, right?
Yes.
Is that still going on?
Yeah, there's still plenty of... There's some deer walking around.
Okay.
Squirrel.
Birds, the squirrel.
I wonder how many of them are actually animals and how many of them are wild-shaped druids having fun.
I think squirrel was squirrel. I think.
Yeah, you read that one's mind, and it did appear to be animalistic in nature.
Yes. Cute. But squirrel.
Or not read its mind, you actually
spoke with animals.
Spoke with animals.
Yeah.
Squirrel!
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to.
I will ask if there's a market and if there is produce to be purchased, or if they don't really do that.
Okay. So you head back inside and make your way. You find Junie and inquire about the market, or a market of some kind. And she informs you that there's not a market per se, but they do keep most of the stores for everyone in those few houses by the lake. And you can purchase some from there.
We'll do that on our way out. That's fine.
Yeah.
You might be able to pick up some fish.
Yes. Indeed. Could add to our repertoire here.
Mm-hmm.
So have we sent Callan ahead to investigate, or are we going to do that now?
You have not, as far as I know.
Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Do we want to stick together and just go to each place one by one, or do we want to split off into groups?
That's up to you guys.
I would like to stick together, but that's just me.
Fine.
I don't know the people here.
Right.
Well, you
So,
know 3 different places.
So I'll turn to Callan and I'll be like, okay, where you want to go first? We're all gonna stick with you.
Me? Let's go to the barbed wire one, I guess.
Okay. The one where they took
that
barbed
one's the
wire
closest,
from?
right?
I don't know,
So-
DM, which one?
Yeah, so the closest one would be the barbed wire one.
Okay. Then yeah, we'd probably start there.
So if you look at the map,
Mm-hmm.
this one is the dang it.
This one?
Wrong thing selected. Yeah. That one's the barbed wire.
Okay.
This is the decanter, and then this is the music box.
Okay.
Okay.
So barbed wire it is.
Okay. So you go ahead and make your way back there. Are you just heading straight there, or are you making stops along the way?
I'll keep an eye out for interesting flowers, but I mean, it's a druid village. I'm not going to take anything without asking first, so.
Okay. All right. So you make your way.
And the buildings behind here are farms.
This house.
Are the farms.
Yeah.
Which I would probably want to peek in on that on the way to the decanter house, because we'll pass them.
Peek
into the farms and see if we can get at a glance how are the crops doing.
I think he meant down here.
Oh, okay. These.
You said by the lake, didn't he?
I'm talking about the buildings. I asked about the buildings when we were going in because they were well separated, and Meteor said they
the
were
ones
pretty
by
much
the lake?
farmhouses. No, right below where we are.
Ah.
Right.
The buildings we just passed.
Okay. Yeah, those look like farmhouses for the most part.
But you said your stores were the storage of all foods and stuff were kept.
It's over by the lake. It's
kept
a different
by.
thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Correct.
Different thing.
Making sure I'm
more
still
talking
understanding.
about on the map. Unless this map is wrong, these look like fields.
Yes, those are fields for sure.
So probably when we are passing by said fields, I would want to like kind of glance over and at a glance see if I can discern anything about if the crops are doing well enough or if they are struggling because of the lack of water.
Okay. So, looking at the fields, these ones here that you're able to see pretty easily from, you're able to make a quick detour to come look at these fields.
Mm-hmm.
They do look a bit on the dry side. That you can make your way to the first house. You would have gotten the names from Junie of all the people. So the one with the barbed wire, you're looking for someone named Corey.
Okay.
The music box is Marta, and the decanter is Jeb.
Corey, barbed wire. Music box was which one again?
Marta.
Yeah.
Marta, okay.
Martha without the H.
Marta, like the Leonin that was fascinated with Curio.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, was that? Yeah.
Yep.
I guess that was her name. Oh.
Yep.
Yep.
And then Jeb was the decanter.
Yeah, who had the decanter?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just wanted to write that down.
Yep.
Okie dokie.
So Should I knock on the door? Yes. No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and knock.
Okay. You hear a bit of movement inside the house, and after a minute, the door swings open, and you see a lovely druid woman, in kind of like overalls type of thing. Um, she says, "Yes, can I help you?"
Hi, we're new to town and we've recently helped some other people out from this village, and we were told that there have been some thefts and asked if there was a way that we could help look into things.
Oh, who sent you? Junie?
Junie, yeah.
Oh, Junie sent you. All right, well, come on in. Oh. Would you like something to drink? Maybe a cookie?
I'm just like super quiet.
Oh, yes, cookie, please.
Wonderful,
good,
wonderful.
thank you.
So she goes off and grabs a tray of cookies and bring it over to the table. So please sit. What would you like to know?
We were told that there was something taken from this residence, a bit of barbed wire, I believe is what we were told.
Yes.
How long ago did this happen?
Oh. A few days ago,
Okay,
I
and that was
believe.
the only thing missing?
The only thing I noticed had some barbed wire around some of the fences, and they're just. I got up in the morning and they were gone.
So
Whole
it was
section
removed
just
from
stripped
the
off.
So it was removed from the fences.
Yeah.
Interesting. And which fences were these? Would you be able to show us?
So it'd be these
Or at
ones
least just
here.
tell us which field. Okay, this field.
Yep, that first field there.
Okay. Have you noticed any
I can show you if you like.
increased activity by that field lately?
Not specifically.
Hmm.
I keep the barbed wire on there to keep animals out. As you've probably noticed, we have plenty of them around here. But can't have them eating our crops.
That definitely
Sense.
wouldn't be good.
Would you like to see?
Or
So she is. Follow me. She takes you outside and over to the fence. And yeah, like this whole section right here just has all the barbed wire stripped off completely. And there's just posts in the ground.
My best
I'm gonna have to get
guess.
some more to
My-
keep the animals out.
My best guess would be get Callan to do an investigation, see if he can notice any tracks
see
or
if there's any
forced.
any tracks. Was the barbed wire taken off with finesse? Was it torn? Any
Okay.
of that information would be good.
Yeah.
Depending on how it was removed, that could tell us whether it was something with thumbs or not.
What's his investigation at right now? +7. So 26.
Let's see. Yeah, it looks like they were ripped out. Looks like they spent some time too. There's not much in the way of tracks, though.
Are the tears kind of even? Does it look like it was brute force pulled out?
Yeah, it looks like it was like forcefully pulled out. Yeah.
So it
Like,
wasn't just
they were
an
intentionally
animal that
trying to-
crashed into it and kept going. It's something
Right.
that someone specifically.
Intentionally tugged them
Yeah.
out.
Right.
Yeah.
There are even some loose snails that have dropped to the ground from that were like holding them in place.
But no tracks.
There's still some holes or some nails in the wood too, so it's not like they intentionally got the nails out, but it looks like some came out while. the
Yeah,
barbed
they
wire
they pretty much just took a grip of the barbed wire, tugged real hard, and what is
And
loose is
yanked
what
it
is
off.
loose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But no tracks on the ground.
Correct.
Interesting.
There's not much in the way of tracks.
Well, if there's not tracks on the ground, is it possible that it was some kind of bird? Any feathers or anything?
With
Clumps of
this
fur,
26,
anything?
there's no fur tufts. There's no feathers
Hmm.
that you can see, or that he can see.
And we should also ask the person if they know of any other things that have been taken from anywhere around here,
Yeah.
because I'm sure they talk to each other.
I'm wondering if there's any other newcomers in town recently.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, has anyone else passed through recently besides us?
Well, there's that one fellow. He looked real scary.
Do tell.
Well, I believe he usually is in the lake. He loves to be in the lake.
Oh, Marenola.
Yes, I believe that was his name.
Yeah, we've sent him home now. He was hoping that someone
Oh,
would be
did
able to
you?
send him home, and we were able to help.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we encountered
Just
him a
between you and
while
me, he was a
ago.
little scary looking.
Oh, he's a sweetheart, though.
It's a little scary when you can't understand him, though. I do understand, but no,
Yes.
he's a sweetheart. He's all
If you
good.
say so, I never really got the chance to know him. He spent all of his time out on the lake.
I mean, he adores his boat. He wouldn't want to be separated from it.
Understandable.
But no, he's gone back home now. So I don't think you'll be seeing him anymore.
And yeah, has anyone else come through besides him? Because I don't think he would have any reason to want barbed wire. That seems a bit out of character.
Well, not that I can think of. You're the first newcomers in a while.
Have you
So-
had any large animals recently nosing about this particular field?
You mean like bears and things?
Yes.
I haven't seen any bears lately. The bears don't tend to come this far in very often.
Okay.
And the ones that do are sweethearts.
Anywhere else that has a barbed wire fence?
There's barbed wire around this whole field.
But it's only this
Birds?
one spot that got tugged.
Yeah, it's only the one spot that got tugged.
When the barbed wire was removed, you didn't hear anything, right? You said you didn't notice until the next morning?
Correct. Yeah, I did not hear a thing. It's far enough away from the house that
Yeah.
it would have been difficult to hear,
Yeah.
especially while I was sleeping. I'm quite the sound sleeper.
Mm.
And my husband didn't hear anything either.
Do you know of anyone else in town who has had things go missing?
I do actually. I believe Jeb was talking about his decanter being missing, and I believe Marta's daughter is missing her music box. I heard.
I'm gonna ask her one more question.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at this field again,
Mm-hmm.
are there any plants that look like they've been around for at least the last few days?
Any plants?
Yes.
Like plants that aren't normally there.
I think
Plants
she's
that could
talking
be
Plants that are
speak with
alive,
plant.
but you can speak to them.
Ah, gotcha.
Yes.
Well, there are a couple trees like this one, that are there. Yeah.
Something that would, in theory, be within the range of where the barbed wire is missing.
To
Yeah,
see it be taken.
That nearest tree is in decent view of it. There's also the crops inside. That
They
you could
haven't been
theoretically speak
picked.
to. Yeah.
Then I will go ahead and expend some charges on my staff to activate Speak with Plants.
Okay.
And I will do that within the radius of 30 feet of
Okay.
preferably a tree and the crops. If I can get a tree and the crops.
Yeah. That'd
If
be...
not, I'll just move around.
So what would you like to say to them?
I would like to ask the plants. And it's up to you whether or not they know anything, because the spell
Yep.
does say events within the past day. That may have been too late.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, so there's they may have already forgotten. It's possible. But I want to ask if they've noticed anything, or if they know what caused the barbed wire to be pulled out.
Okay. So you get pretty much the same story from either the tree or the crops.
They don't know what it was.
So they tell you. So they actually did see something.
Hey,
In this
nice.
case. They well, it looked to us like it just came off by itself. I didn't see anything specifically other than the barbed wire coming off the fence.
So somebody with high stealth and maybe pass without a trace and invisibility?
Sorry to derail things for a moment. Did anyone else's character sheet just die?
No.
I just suddenly got an API error and my character sheet was inaccessible.
I'm refreshing.
Yeah, I just refresh and nothing's showing.
Yep, character sheet
Yes,
is down.
Uh-oh.
So nope, not just you.
Well.
Even D&D Beyond is sick.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I've got a loady. Oh, whoops! We rolled a 1 on our API attack.
Yep, that's the one. Oh no.
Priest tries again after a short rest.
I'm glad Meteor knows all of our scores by heart and knows what we need to roll.
Well, I was trying to mark my charges on my staff and I noticed they weren't going. And then I tried to refresh my page by going to the feats tab and got that error.
Yeah, it's down for
Yep.
sure.
Yep.
Well,
let me see. Does my mobile app pull it up?
Oh, true. I have that as well.
Try that one too, because if I can do that, I can export it as a PDF, and I can just pull them that way.
Yeah, the site itself is still good.
Nope. The mobile app is not pulling it up either. I just have the cross swords icon and no load.
Yep.
Oh,
all the campaigns and
mine
all
came
the...
up on the app.
Updating source.
We could not load your character.
Mine did come up on the app.
If you can get to anybody's and export them, just export them as a PDF and drop them in the Discord. Oh, mine just loaded on the app.
Yep, I just got the loading screen.
Mine's loading.
I had to refresh.
Do you have the app too?
I'm using the app. I've had the app for a while.
Okay.
That's so funny.
Yep,
Sorry, everybody.
mine loaded. I've got mine.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties.
Yep.
Nihon, do you need yours?
No, I got mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Firedill, you're good.
Hey, Firebutt.
I don't have a lot that I can do wise for this, so I think I'm okay without my character sheet.
Okay.
Unless we get into combat.
Okay. All right. Well. All right. Yeah. So you have communicated with the planets then.
Excellent. All right, and I've marked my charges on the app. So, so they have told me that it looked like it just went away on its own.
Yep.
It looked like it was getting pulled off by nothing.
Weird. Saflin is having a
Pulling away from
really
it on its own.
Saflin is having a really bad recollection of the Displacer Beast cub. And it's like, oh no. Hopefully not that, but that's her thought initially.
I
Were they
have an
close enough
idea
to
for the
hear?
decanter.
You what?
Go ahead, Banana.
Oh, I just said, were they even close enough to hear for that to happen?
The Displacer Beasts?
Yeah.
There's a Displacer Beast and a Blink Dog. They can kind of just move.
They were on the other side of the bridge.
Yeah.
But that doesn't
But
mean
yeah.
there couldn't be some on this
There
side as well.
doesn't mean there couldn't be more.
Mhm.
True.
Especially because they were young. That means there may be an adult.
And what were you saying, Firedill?
Oh, I was going to say to Sephi, I have an idea for the decanter. If you could do the little illusion thingy when we talked to the guy and get a good image of exactly what it looked like, then you might be able to locate it like you tried to do with the ring for What's-Her-Face.
I don't have that spell right now.
Oh, okay.
You don't have locate object?
No.
It's one of them you got rid of? Okay.
I have a different one. Because that's not one that's on my staff natively.
Mhm.
That's kind of a situational one. And it wasn't getting any use, so I swapped it.
Okay. I didn't know.
Yeah, I don't have that spell. I have locate animals or plants, but that's from the staff.
We are right here.
Like, this is why I've been passing flowers to people. I can locate plants. You know?
We
There's
figured
that.
out the reason.
Secretly a spy. She's tracking everyone.
I mean, that was initially the motivation between the flower bracelets. It's a tracking token. That was the point
That's
from the start.
Interesting to know.
That was the point from the beginning.
Huh.
Need a user. Maybe the decanter has mold in it.
Changing spy beacon to Daisy Daisy Rose.
But
Or
yeah,
Daisy
if we
Daisy
can
Rose.
get any kind of beat on what kind of animal we're looking for, I could try to locate that. But otherwise,
Be right back for me.
Okay.
So let's see, what else can I ask the plants? Were there any did you hear any specific noises while this was happening other than just the tearing of the barbed wire? If you didn't see them, did you hear them?
You're
Or
asking the
sense them
plants
otherwise?
that?
Yes.
They don't necessarily have ears, I guess.
Unless they're corn.
I like that.
Okay. Well, we did hear
flapping sounds.
Like wings?
Yeah.
Okay. That
Like
gives me a
birds.
bit more to work off of.
They rolled a 19 for if they'd heard anything.
That's leading more to something airborne.
Yeah, that was my thought when there were no tracks. I'm like, it must have been something flying. That would make sense. Da, 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 da. What else? What else? What else? Have you noticed anything else in the days prior to the barbed wire going missing or immediately afterward? Like, have there been an increase in animals or activity in the area?
Not to my knowledge.
Hmm.
Well then.
I don't think I have anything else to ask. Are you doing okay? I noticed the ground's kind of dry. Are you okay?
Well, yeah, there just hasn't been very much rain lately. We're in a bit of a drought.
Is this normal for this area to kind of have periodic droughts?
Not very common, no.
Hmm. Not. Hmm. Can you remember the last time that you had rain?
Um, several months ago at least.
That is quite a long time.
That's why everything around here is so dry.
Okay. And I will thank the plants for its help, and I will take out my water flask and pour a little bit of a drink on them before I walk away.
You hear like this sound of glee when you sprinkle them with water.
Yep.
They're very happy to be getting some.
Thank you for your help.
My pleasure. Let me know if you need anything else.
Okay. So I will stop questioning the plants,
Okay.
and I will kind of confer with the group and let the group know that the plants heard the flapping of wings, but they didn't see what pulled the barbed wire.
Interesting.
So we might be dealing with a flying creature. I don't know if that helps.
So it's
With
an
the
invisible bird.
Are there invisible
sounds
flying
like it.
creatures?
So I think we may need to be looking for something else with the tracks, maybe. We might be needing to look for, I don't know, feathers or scales or something
Yeah,
that we might
he
find on
did
a
not
flying
find
creature.
anything here that matches.
Right, so something to keep in mind as we go to each of the locations.
Can do.
Okay. Should we head on to the next location? I don't know if there's anything else you wanted to look into here.
I think I'm good here.
Okay.
Which one should we go to next?
Let's head over to this one, to the decanter,
Okay.
and then we'll double back for the music box and look at what else is around town.
All right. So you head on over to this one.
Might want to check the message in Roll20.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw.
Okay.
I'm still refreshing every.
So am I.
Yep.
I should make a physical copy of my stuff.
I mean, I usually will export a PDF every so often. I just haven't since we leveled.
I didn't know how. I don't know how. Can you even export a PDF from
You can't
the
do
app?
it from the mobile app from the looks of it. I don't see that option.
So it only takes you a couple minutes to get to Jeb's house.
What would you like to do?
Knock on the door again.
All right.
What? Who's there?
Sir, Junie sent us and she wanted us to look into, I think it was a decanter that was stolen from you a few days ago.
The door swings open. Junie?
Mm-hmm.
Ah. Yeah, my decanter's gone. What of it?
Did you perhaps hear or see anything when it went missing?
Not specifically.
Where was it taken from specifically? Was it in your house? Was it outdoors? Where?
I was out in my field. I set it down for 2 seconds, and I turned around and it was gone.
Hmm. And what was in your decanter, if I might ask?
Water.
Insight check.
Go ahead and roll an insight check.
Da, 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 da. Come on, skills, insight. That's a terrible roll. That's a 4.
A 4.
Come
Yep.
back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, you believe him.
Okay. I just
How is-
inside checked this guy to see if it was actually water in his decanter and rolled terribly.
He says,
So you're aware.
he continues, I was using it to water my crops.
Okay. Sounds legit. We literally just did that for a small corner of the field.
My beautiful crops.
So what kind of crops do you grow? I know we've seen a lot of fields around here.
I grow all sorts of different vegetables.
Ooh, vegetables.
Delicious.
Mhm.
Yeah. I take very good care of them, too. Better than anyone else around here.
That's fantastic. We actually, if you're interested, might be interested in taking some produce on the road with us when we depart if you're interested in selling a little bit.
I could probably sell you something.
Awesome. We will have to double back and pay you a visit before we head out of town then so we can
Mine's
make
going to
that
be the best
arrangement.
around for sure.
I have no doubt.
Roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Can you actually see what our rolls are? Since we don't have.
We're going on honor system, unfortunately. But I am rolling from the app.
Yeah, if you're using the app, I might.
That was an 11.
It is not updating for me now. So an 11.
Yeah.
All right. So you look over at his crops. They look beautiful.
Okay. I may surreptitiously speak to his crops in a bit,
Mhm.
but
In fact, they look healthier than any other plant you've seen around.
that's suspicious. That's very suspicious, actually.
Unless he's taking more time to water his plants.
Don't worry, it's all organic.
It's all an illusion, likely. Yeah, Saflin is suspicious, but okay. Has no reason to to disbelieve his claim.
So when did he notice it was missing?
Yeah, how long ago did you notice? When did your decanter go missing? How long ago?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. That
Oh,
is very
Early yesterday.
very recent.
Yeah. Without it, my crops are gonna go dry like everyone else's.
And you said it was you were in the field. Where in the field were you?
So he was like around the middle of the field.
Okay.
Character sheets back.
Yay.
Waiting.
Loading.
Yeah.
Waiting. Holding breath.
Nope.
Nope.
Still
Mine is
nothing.
not.
Still nothing. But yeah. Let's go back to my
Yay, intermittent issues.
spells.
I need that decanter back as soon as possible.
We are actively working on trying to figure out what is responsible so that we can try to recover all of your things.
Is
Well,
there
good.
anything special about it so that we know it's yours and not somebody else's?
That's right. Can you describe your decanter to us? Does it have any particular markings? Do you have your initials on it? Anything?
Firedale, roll me a persuasion check.
Hey, I actually have a bonus.
Yeah.
Ooh, I actually have a good roll.
17. That's pretty good. So you ask him that, and he like kind of gives a coy look around, and then like beckons you closer. Just
Oh, I get all up close.
between you and me, it was very special. It never runs out of water.
Oh,
that
an
would make
endless
sense. Okay.
decanter.
That's what we were trying to be able to buy earlier and could not.
That's the secret to my crops.
That's why they're not dry.
So good.
Yeah.
I don't have to run back and forth for all the water like everyone else.
That would be a good reason to want it back.
Yeah, and to
Yeah. My crops are gonna die. Now.
Also a good reason why someone might want it. Does anyone else know?
I'm sure people know. I haven't specifically told them, but there's plenty of jealous folks around here.
Thank you.
But I bet it was that crazy guy who lives off on his own. I never trusted that guy.
First, we've been hearing about this fellow. Can you tell us a little bit more about him?
And before he says he
Who
goes
has
on
a
People
boat?
run
the
up
lake.
again. Yeah.
He moved here a few years back, but he mostly keeps to himself.
Okay, so not
Not
Renaloth.
His name's Fazra. Used to
Fazra?
be- Yeah. Fazruh.
Where does he live?
He lives off in the middle of the woods in a house. Never trusted that guy. He looks kind of shifty to me.
And out of character, I think this guy never trusts anybody.
Do you know of any
Some
other?
kind of magician.
Do you know of any other items that have been stolen in town recently? Besides
I
your
don't care.
decanter?
The only one I care about is my decanter.
Understandable.
Thank you very much. We will leave you to it, and we're going to continue our investigation and see what we can find out. Do you mind if we investigate your fields? We'll be very careful.
He's very
roll
good with
persuasion.
plants.
Roll persuasion with advantage.
I really wish the character sheet would actually load for
Right?
me.
Yeah, I'm still loading
I'm
mine.
trying.
Hold shift when you refresh the page.
I
No clue
did.
about the app.
I did.
Yeah, mine just showed up.
What does holding shift do?
It
It
Reload.
refreshes
without
while
the
ignoring the
cache.
cache.
Oh,
I've been doing that.
didn't know
It's
that.
not helping.
Yeah, sometimes when you refresh a page and it's broken, it's just going to be broken anyways because your computer's all, oh, I've already loaded this page once.
Yeah,
Refresh should
mine's still
always
broken.
refresh without the cache. I don't know why you would ever want to refresh with it. There's probably an add-on for that.
Okay, you said persuasion with advantage, right?
Yep, because Firedale said you're very good with plants.
All right, let me roll twice here. So that's first one is a 20,
That's pretty
as
good.
a 14 plus 6, and just to make sure I don't crit. That's a 16, so the 20 is better.
Okay. He kind of looks you up and down, sees all the like flowers and stuff in your hair, and says, "I guess so. If it's gonna help you get my decanter back."
Thank you very much. And I will expend another charge, another 3 charges on the staff to cast another Speak with Plants because it's probably been 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'll cast another one.
Okay.
And I will head to the spot that he points out to me very carefully.
All right. The spot that he was at, there's like a bunch of like watermelons and like pumpkins, watermelons, that sort of thing.
Okay.
I'm going to be right back one moment. Nanny needs the bathroom.
Okay. So I will ask the plants in that area, the pumpkins and the watermelons and anything
Mhm.
else that might be nearby. We're looking for a decanter that has gone missing from this field early yesterday. Did you perhaps see or hear what took it?
The decanter? Oh yeah.
The endless water source, yes.
All our water. Oh, we love water. The farmer was watering us yesterday. He set it down and it disappeared.
Did you hear anything or see anything or feel anything moving along the ground?
There was a little bit of wind right before it disappeared. And
Wind.
what sort of sounded like birds.
Okay.
Like birds' wings. And then it just wasn't there.
Very interesting. Hmm. Is there anything else you want to tell us while I'm listening?
Oh, you're very pretty.
Oh, thank you. You're very sweet. And I'm looking at the watermelon as I say this.
I was thinking that in my head. Such a great pun.
Uh-huh.
That's my job.
Thank you very much for your help. We'll do what we can to see that your endless water is returned to you soon.
Oh, thank you. Pretty
What's a
girl.
watermelon without water?
Right? All right, so I'm gonna move on from that field
Okay.
and look at Callan and be like, yeah, story checks out here too. Invisible bird, wind, flash suddenly gone.
He's gonna do a quick. Okay.
So he
21.
can investigate knowing that.
Yeah. And he's specifically looking for like feathers and things. And with a 21, once again, he doesn't find any feathers of any kind. Um, he does find like possibly a set of small footprints.
Hmm.
Um, they don't look like bird feet though.
Interesting.
He's not quite sure.
That
Let me.
and that.
Nature
From all-
check.
Well, from all the books at the monastery, I'm trying to think if there might be any creatures that I came across in those books that sound bird-like and the ability to go invisible.
All right. So with that nature check and thinking back to the books you were looking at in the monastery, you're talking about the Druid monastery, right?
No, I'm talking about the monastery I grew up in.
Okay. No birds come to mind with that kind of footprint.
Okay.
Yeah,
rolled
I did the
really well. I'm happy
same
with that
nature
roll.
check, and I only rolled a 16, so
Okay.
no new information there.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Yeah, I figure it might be magical, so I checked my memory for the arcane knowledge, and
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
I'm not.
wasn't that good at that, so
Yeah, I'm not particularly trained in Arcana, but I rolled a 15 for Arcana.
Okay.
Yeah, so keep moving.
Okay.
And just until my speak with plants wears out, I'm just going to hold a conversation with any plants I pass on the way to our destinations.
All right. Sounds good.
I want all the gossip.
All right. So you pull up to the final house.
did you hear about Daisy? She really gets around.
And this one is more of a residential house,
I have a question.
not a farmhouse. Yes.
Welcome back.
Was the decanter made of metal?
No.
Okay.
Decanter would not be made of metal.
Okay.
It's honestly kind of like our water flask. It's just an endless one. It has a charm on it,
Okay.
an enchantment on it.
Because I was thinking things, well, but now
It's
that
usually
doesn't.
like an endless water plant is either linked to the plane of water or has a create water spell tied to it. Thematically.
I wonder if Callan could ever create one.
Maybe, eventually.
Yeah.
Because I can create water.
Callan can only have like 2 created items
Yeah,
at a
there's
time.
yeah, there's only so many he can hold, and one is your bag.
True.
And I think the second is the bag of colding.
Bag
'cause
folded. Yeah, so both
Yeah.
the bags
they're filled. Yeah.
Okay. Darn it. Unless we come across another artificer.
Or unless we find a replacement bag of holding to acquire at some point, and then we can let yours dissipate once you've emptied it.
True.
Alright, so
Yeah, moving on to Marta.
mm-hmm. So,
She's not our Leonin friend, is she?
what's that?
She's not our Leonin friend, is she?
We don't know yet.
So you knock on the door once again, and a lovely druid woman comes. It is not a Leonin.
Okay.
Curio gets an audible sigh of relief.
Hello there. Can I do something for you?
Hi, we're investigating the recent thefts in town. Junie told us that you had a music box go missing.
Oh, yes, we did.
How long ago was this?
A couple days ago.
Where did it go missing from?
It was my daughter's.
Was it on her at the time? Like, was she out playing? Was she at home?
She was here. It was in her bedroom.
What time of day did y'all notice it missing?
It was a bit into the evening. If you ask me, I think she just misplaced it, though.
Is there any chance we could talk to your daughter? Was she present when it went missing? Did she mention anything?
I mean, she did, yes. She was.
Just to leave no stone unturned, would it be okay if we asked for what she thinks happened?
You can, although I'll give you a heads up. According to her, it was her imaginary friend.
I've heard stranger things.
Oh boy. One of these situations, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Still worth
Which
asking.
is why I think she just misplaced it. But come on in.
I would
If
hate
he sent
to,
you, then
yeah, I would
you're
hate to
welcome.
miss a important clue because we decided to dismiss out of hand without at least talking to her first.
Right, but you should have did a export. Apparently his sheet's broken again.
Yep.
That's what it broke doing.
Oh, it broke
Oh.
exporting?
Oh no.
Fun.
Beautiful.
I should have just not tried doing anything because it was working.
I mean, mine worked up until I tried to get to my feet, so yours may have
Mhm.
broken as soon as you tried to get another tab anyway.
So she invites you in, and she has a young daughter, probably about 6 or 7 years old, playing with some toys in the living room area. This is my daughter, Misty. Misty, say hello. Hi.
Safflin's gonna crouch. How young is this daughter?
6
You
or
said
7
6
years
or 7.
Saflin is gonna crouch down a little bit because she's not that tall.
Mhm.
To be closer to eye level with the kid,
Mhm.
and just kind of smile brightly at the kid and be like, "Hi, Misty. It's nice to meet you. I'm Saflin."
Hi. And she's wearing this like cute little dress, and she grabs the ends of it and does a little curtsy and says, "Nice to meet you."
Saflin's
Oh,
gonna,
she's so cute.
yeah, she's very adorable. Saflin's gonna move her head just enough so that the flowers sway.
Oh, those are pretty flowers.
Thank you very much.
Can
Do
I
you
have
mind?
one?
You can, but first, do you mind if we ask you some questions?
I guess.
And Saflin will ask about her missing music box.
Okay.
And she'll specifically ask, we heard that you had a music box go missing. Can you tell us a little bit about the music box and who might have taken it or what might have happened to it?
My daddy gave it to me. He got it from what was it, Mama? From a traveling salesman. He got it years ago before she was even born. It got like a fairy that dances, and it's like made of metal. And when you open it up, it plays music.
That is amazing. So we heard that it went missing. Like, what happened to it? Did someone take it? Did it
Uh,
fall out a window or something? Just
Javna took it.
what was that name?
Javna?
Javna.
Yeah, Javna.
And who is Javna? I don't think I've met him yet. Or her.
He's my new friend.
What does he look
How old
like?
friend? When did you meet him?
I met him when I gave him, or when he grabbed the music box. He said he'd bring it back though. Later.
So just met him.
Yeah. He seemed nice though.
What did he look like?
He he's got wings. And he's red. He's got a long pointy tail.
Saplin will bring her tail forward. Did it look like this?
I gotta remember what your tail looks like.
The one part of my character not in the portrait.
Right? What does your tail look like?
Tiefling tails are pretty much quintessential devil tails for the most part.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just purple because I'm purple.
A little bit, but it was pointier at the end.
Mm.
Pointier at the end?
He wouldn't let me touch it.
Probably wise. If it's as pointy as you say, you might have gotten hurt on it.
That's what he said.
Mm-hmm. So, Meteor, now that we have a physical description,
Mm-hmm.
can any party members who might know anything do a recall check?
Yeah.
Nature check?
Does Sephi know about imps?
That's a good question, actually. Do I get advantage on this check?
Since you are a tiefling, I'll say sure. You can
I'm a
have
tiefling and I've encountered an archdevil.
I'll say sure.
So is this an imp then that we're dealing with?
We don't know. It
So
might be.
roll me an intelligence check.
Yeah, that was an out of character guess. I honestly don't know because
We
there's
have no
lots of
idea what
stuff
it
that
is.
has lots of things.
Let's see. Intelligence check, just straight intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Da, 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 da.
And while you're doing that, Callan's gonna ask,
17.
What did his wings look like? Did he have lots of feathers?
Oh,
No,
do I get advantage or not?
yes, you get advantage.
19 then.
Okay, not bad.
And I have no bonus to intelligence, so it's just a flat roll.
Good, nice. So from her description, it does sound like an imp.
Okay. All right, continue answering the other question. Sorry.
Now, what would an
So-
imp be wanting with these items, though?
So yeah, Callan asked about the wings, if they were like feathery, and she says,
No, kind of leathery, I guess. They were red like him.
Saplin will cast a minor illusion
mm-hmm.
of a red winged imp.
Okay.
And be like, did it look like this kind of?
Yeah, that's him. That's him. How do you know?
It sounded familiar.
The mother, Marta, is looking very concerned right now.
Yep.
I would be too.
I would watch your child very carefully if they are talking to imps. Yes.
Yeah.
So I will kind of glance at the mother and kind of see if I can gesture Aurora to take the mother to the side.
Yes,
Well,
I
see-
will do that. I'll escort her out.
Yeah.
Mama, don't you agree that it looks like this?
I never saw it.
You weren't there.
I never saw anything like that, dear.
It may have been hiding from everyone but you. He might have been playing hide and seek with everyone else.
Oh, I like hide and seek.
They do like to play games like that.
I like hide and seek.
Hide and seek is very fun. Did he say when he would bring it back?
He just said later.
Did he say what he needed it for?
I didn't ask him. He just said he needed it for something.
Did he mention needing anything else?
I don't think so.
He didn't ask if you had anything else? Not even like a little snack, a bit of water for the road, anything?
I offered him a berry. He said he wasn't hungry.
I see. Well, thank you. You've been very helpful. Saffron will pull one of the flowers out of her hair and kind of wrap it into a little ring around her finger.
Her eyes get wide.
Zeppelin spy network grows.
Yep.
That's gonna be a thing now. She holds out her hand. Oh, thank you very much. And then she gives a curtsy again.
You are very welcome. Thank you very much for answering our questions.
Yes, I will treasure this always.
Please do.
I'll put it in my music box after I get it.
That sounds like an excellent idea once you get it back.
Yeah.
We're gonna go see if we can go find Javna. Maybe if he's still playing hide and seek, I can be a very good seeker.
Okay, that sounds like fun. Mama, they're gonna play hide and seek with me later. Lovely, dear. And
That's
she kind
cute.
of takes you guys off to the side and just kind of looks at you like,
I got my sheet.
what? An imp?
Sounds that way.
So, not an imaginary friend, then.
Yep, my sheet is back up as well.
Oh,
How do you export?
Let's see.
oh yay, mine is too.
Before it goes back down again, I want to try and export. Do we know how to export?
Let's see.
The imp wanted to drown its sorrow, so it took the decanter, needed music, so the box.
Things
The
are
bar
still
hanging up.
breaking.
Lovely, need a user.
Under manage. Yeah, it's still not fully back.
If you've got your sheet, you might be able to, from the little image at the top left, I believe.
I got it!
If you click the picture, one of the options should be export sheet.
I got my export.
Yay.
My sheet is petering in and out of existence, so I'll make do. But yeah, continue our conversation with the lady.
Okay.
Be like, yeah, it seems like it might be an imp that she is dealing with. I'm a little concerned that it approached your daughter directly.
Okay, so she was playing with it in the living room. I was in there. And she was talking to herself. And then she didn't have the music box anymore. I didn't see any imp.
So how much would Saflin know about imps with her check?
The night.
I have the stat block in front of me, but how much would I actually know?
Yeah, you pretty much know about the you know its basic abilities and such.
Okay, so I would know for a fact that anything that it wears or carries becomes invisible with it when it goes invisible.
Yes.
Okay. Because it's similar to our invisibility spells, except it has to be worn or carried.
Mm-hmm.
So once it takes it,
And it can do it at will. It's not limited
correct.
to X number or a
Correct.
spell slot.
Yep, it can just do it freely. So Saflin will share this information with the mother and be like, they can turn invisible, and when they turn invisible, anything that they pick up will also turn invisible.
Okay.
But
But
it's likely when it passed hands.
what I don't understand, though, is if it was invisible and I couldn't see it, why could she?
I mean, invisibility is not perfect.
Maybe
Possible
she
to
has
see through
special
it.
eyes.
She may have true sight, yeah.
Unless can it choose not to be invisible to her?
Testing a theory,
Mm-hmm.
I am going to, out of sight of the child, but within sight of the mother, if possible,
Mm-hmm.
go invisible.
Okay.
Like, let me test something here. And I'll tell her what I'm going to do, but make sure the child doesn't hear.
Okay.
And I will go invisible.
All
And
right.
I will go and stand in front of the child.
You go invisible. You start walking up to the child, and she looks up at you and says, "Oh, you're back?"
Theory
Oh,
confirmed.
yeah, okay.
Hi.
She has the vision.
Be like, hi, we just needed to test a theory.
What's
And
the theory?
Saflin's gonna tap her nose and be like, you're very special. You can see things that other people can't see.
Huh?
Yep. Watch. And
I
I'll walk
always
and
knew I was special.
I'll walk towards the mother again and make sure the child can watch me wave my hands in front of her face. And I'm assuming the mother has zero response.
Yeah, the mother has zero response.
See?
You
She
can
might
wave
when
at
she
my
suddenly
mom.
hears someone say "C" right next to her.
I can do
Yeah.
that too. She starts waving at her mom. Hi, dear.
And I will pull another flower out of my hair and place it on the ground
Okay.
next to where I am and step away from it
All right. So the flower just pops into
into
vision for the rest of
existence.
you.
And I will drop
I jump.
invisibility.
And she picks up. Oh, this one is pretty too. Oh, you said you dropped invisibility.
I will drop invisibility after that, after stepping away.
All right. So the flower appears, and then you step away, and then Staflin reappears as well.
Yeah. And now I'm not hiding anymore.
You were hiding?
Yeah.
You didn't do a very good job.
Not from you, no. You're way too good at hide and seek. You must be a very good seeker.
I'm really good at hide and seek.
Yeah, but nobody else could see me. It was just you. You're just that good.
Thank you. She gives another little curtsy.
She's so cute.
And I'll take a glance at the mother. Does that answer your question?
So she could see you.
She could.
I'm so confused.
You have a very gifted little girl.
I guess so.
If she tells you that she has an imaginary friend again, I would take that with a bit of caution.
She has a little look of worry on her face. Not doing a very good job of hiding it. I will. Not sure what to do with this.
Out of character, it's better than seeing dead people.
Yeah, I more just don't want her to dismiss her child's imaginary friends when they could actually be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
They take them seriously, act as though they're real.
Because they very well could be.
They very well could be.
Exactly.
Thankfully, knowing that it's an imp now, that gives us a little bit to go off of, something to watch for.
Mm-hmm.
So if there have been any additional rats, ravens, or spiders in the vicinity, we can pay a little bit better of attention.
Why
Mhm.
rats, ravens, and spiders?
They're shape changers. Those are their forms.
Yep. It's
Oh.
an imp thing.
Okay.
That's why I was asking how much I knew.
Hmm.
It's like, how thoroughly have I studied imps?
With a 19, you would know that much. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop trying to export because every time I get my sheet and I can actually make rolls on it, I go to export and it messes up. the-
Yeah, don't risk it until they've stabilized their API issue here. But yeah,
Refreshing a lot seems
so
to
that
finally
I
get
think
it.
that
to-
answers our question as to who our borrower is. So let's see if we can't track them down.
It's an invisible, it's an invisible imp.
Yep.
I mixed up the voices there for a second.
Who's to say Kellen's not childlike at times?
So here's the question: is the imp acting on their own volition? Or are they working for somebody else?
Yep.
And how do we find an invisible imp?
Do we have someone in the party who can detect Fey, Fiend, or Undead?
That's detect
Uh,
good and evil, and I think
Aurora?
Aurora
Might?
and maybe
Maybe Lilia.
Lilia.
Yeah.
I don't think Lilia can.
Because they are fiends.
I am checking. I can detect good and evil, but I just don't have the spell on me right now.
Yeah.
And technically, tieflings are humanoids, not fiends. So,
Yep.
it won't ping on me.
Yep.
And I think in 5th edition they nerfed the distance.
Oh my
30
god,
feet.
I love this answer to the question, are tieflings fiends? Tieflings are friends, not fiends.
30 feet, by the way.
Okay.
30 feet. Okay. Nihon, you here?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any
That
ability?
good
for
and
it?
evil?
Do I have any abilities to detect evil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do
Ah,
you
yes.
have access to the spell detect good and evil?
Because
I
we
don't
have
think I don't
successfully...
think I've taken it. No.
Okay, I wasn't sure
Yeah.
if it was innate for you or not as a
No.
paladin, because it
I
depends.
don't think it's innate for me.
Okay. Lilia, it sounds like, has it, though, possibly.
Okay.
I'll just have to long rest and grab it.
Yeah, she can get it the next day. Because we have figured out now that our culprit is an imp,
Yep.
which is a fiend.
Yeah, I went downstairs, came back up, so I'm here.
Yep.
Yep.
Welcome back.
Did a wellness check?
Thank you. Yep.
Yep.
Very good. I also now have a PDF copy of my sheet.
Woohoo!
Victory.
Yes.
But yeah. So now that we know that, that will help us out a little bit more in our investigations, because now we know that we're looking for an invisible imp.
Yep.
And unfortunately, because it's a fiend, I can't locate it.
Yep. Not an animal, not a beastie.
Very sad. Someone else who can pick up spells may also be able to pick up locate object, if it's on their spell list.
I know it's on mine.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Tomorrow you could pick up detect good and evil and locate object.
Oh yeah, it is on clerics. That's
Yeah.
nifty.
That's why I didn't keep it, because I figured it's situational enough that Nene could pick it up that morning if we knew we were going to need it the next day.
That makes sense.
Yep. So grab, locate, object, grab,
Detect good and evil.
detect good and evil.
That way we have two ways to track. We can look for the specific objects, or we can look for the actual proximity of Fiend,
Yeah, the nice
in case
thing
they are
about
not in the same place.
because the see invisible will let you see invisible, but it won't make a difference if it's in like its rat form or something else, and then it
Right,
just
because then it's
just a
shape
random.
changed.
Yeah,
Right.
it's perfectly visible, not
Yeah.
invisible. It's just a rat.
Correct.
At least we know. Should we go and inform the person
Yes, I think we should let Junie know
that there's a
We're
bad
dealing
thing
with
an
an
running
imp.
around town,
about.
Yeah.
and it's not in a boat?
Mm-hmm.
It's not in a boat. It's not Morenaloth, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Though I didn't think Morenaloth would steal stuff.
And we can still go investigate Phosra.
I wonder if Fozra is the one behind the imp.
They did
Very,
say
very
that there's
possible.
some spellcaster, some wizard or something
Yeah,
like that.
there are, and Safflin would know this. There are some magic users that can use imps as familiars.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
So it could be acting on the orders of its master.
Master's commands.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. What would he need with those items, though? That's weird.
Well, and since the imp said they were going to bring the music box back, assuming they weren't lying, it seems like it's not going to be a permanent requirement. Whatever it is, won't consume it.
If they're not lying.
If they're not lying, they could very well have lied to the little girl, which
I will ask Lilia and Saflin.
Mhm.
Is barbed wire one of those fancy things y'all use for any of your spells?
not used for any of mine.
I don't know. Can you think of a... Out of character, can you think of a spell that would use barbed wire?
Well, I know there's silvery barbs, but I don't know if it uses barbed wire. What about that crown of thornsy thingy?
I don't believe it's. Let me double check. I use the arcane focus, to negate the need for components that don't have a quantity, so I don't pay a whole lot of attention to those most of the
Silvery
time.
barbs is only verbal. No material
Yeah, there's
components.
no material component there.
Yeah, those are the only two I can think of out of character that
What
just
was
come to
the
head that might
Crown
have
of
it.
Madness I removed, so I'd need to pull it up in the actual spell list to look at it. So let me do that.
No material components on Crown of Madness.
Yeah. There's very few that actually have material components that are listed and notable.
Yeah. I just thought I would ask because I'm curious. Because magic user. And I know you all magic users sometimes use stuff.
If anything, it might be part of a ritual that would be beyond our knowledge. Could also just be a higher level spell that we're not familiar with yet.
All is true. So what are you wanting to do?
Go back and talk to the person is my recommendation.
Yeah, we would want to talk to Phosra.
To Fozra? Okay.
Yeah.
So
Alright.
many names.
So if you zoom out on the map, you were told that Fazra lived in the woods off on his own.
Yes.
Where does
Jeb
he
told us
live?
that.
So he would have pointed down south.
Oh,
Oh, up here.
Yeah, probably this house. Or off the map. How long would it take us to get down there?
Down here?
My
Yeah.
question is, shouldn't we be telling Junie what we found out first?
I mean, we could tell her that too on the way. It's on the way.
Down
Ish.
there, it'd probably take you like 30 minutes, depending on which way you go.
Or maybe Junie can tell us exactly where it is, just in case it's not that random house that we can see.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
If you were to take the roads to get to his place, or that one down there, it would take about 30 minutes, and you would pass the monastery anyways.
Yep, I see that.
Yep.
The very well hidden road.
Yep, but it's there.
You also could cut through the forest if you wanted,
Mm-hmm.
which would definitely save some time.
I mean,
but
I'm
it's a bit
fine
more
with cutting through the
difficult in your
forest.
cart.
I'm fine with going individually and cutting through the forest and not taking the cart. But
You could also potentially just walk around the fields and get there
Yeah.
faster.
honestly, cut through the fields. Mm-hmm.
But I do think we should give Junie a heads up as to what we found out, though.
Yeah, it was just more of a do we need to stop in at the monastery or can one of us just cast a message on the way through? You know, walk and talk.
I will do that then, because I'm quick.
Do what?
Do
Go
the
give-
mad dash to the monastery while they
Okay, you're gonna
decide
head to
what
Junie
path
while
they
we
want
walk.
to do. Yeah.
Okay.
And I
Okay.
just want to inform her that there might be an imp on the loose.
And if you can get any information about Fazra, great. Just come tell us when you meet up with us.
Okay. So
Like Lilia, if you wanted to
Curio-
go with him as well, you're both speedy.
okay. So
Okay.
Curio and Lilia are running to the monastery.
Yeah, I'm
What
quite
is
a
everyone
bit
else doing?
speedier than poor Lilia.
Well, you both have feline agility, so you at least have a little bit of a bonus.
Yep, but I move 45 feet.
Yeah.
San would probably come with you as well.
Okay.
Yep, she could definitely ride Mora.
All right. So what are the rest of you doing then?
I would probably start walking towards Fosra or asking about him around town while we were waiting for them to talk to them. Something like along those lines.
Okay. Yeah. So you go back to Marta and ask her about Fazra and where he lives, and she once again points down in this area. So it seems she says she gives you more specific directions than Jeb did. The easiest way, if you go to the monastery, there's a road that leads off of it, quite close to it, that goes through the woods and goes straight to his house. He's a bit of a
Okay.
hermit.
And I would probably shoot a message towards Jeb just because I know he's paranoid about his plants.
Mhm.
Because his reaction to my voice in his head would probably be funny. But also, just kind of a generic, hey, we think we know that we think the culprit may be an imp. That's a fiend that can go invisible and disguise itself as rats, ravens, Or what was the last
Spiders.
Spiders, I believe.
Spiders. So if you have any way to guard against that, go for it. But otherwise, we're on the case.
What in tarnation?
Oh, this is Sassman, by the way.
Devil
Bye.
How are you in my head?
Magic.
No worshippers.
And that's all you hear.
Yep, Saplin's not gonna expend another message cantrip to respond to that, so it's gonna end there. She got the response she wanted.
Okay.
Scare the pants off him.
Yes,
So
That's her
meanwhile,
tiefling showing.
that was her spot of mischief for the day.
so meanwhile, Curio, Stan, Moro, and Lilia. Is Luna coming too?
Yes.
Okay.
I wouldn't leave
All
Luna
five.
behind.
Yeah, all 5 of you dash off. Do you go through the woods or are you taking the road?
I'll go through the woods.
I think
'cause
through
it's
the woods
much
would be
quicker.
faster.
Yeah.
Okay. So you dash through the woods. Roll me a survival check, somebody, to just make your way accurately through. All right,
16.
That's not bad.
Oh, okay, you wanted to roll it? Okay.
20 for Curio.
Okay. Yeah, those are pretty good.
I is somewhat survival kitty.
I want to make sure Roll20 is actually registering.
Okay,
that
I was gonna say,
exist
why are you
again.
rolling? You're not there.
No, I'm just making sure that Roll20 is okay now,
Okay.
because I had to refresh.
Yeah, you guys are able to make your way through the woods pretty easily. It is a bit uphill through the woods.
We got climb speed.
So yeah. And
I'm
it
sure
takes a little
Moro.
while, but you do end up making it to the monastery, no problem. Well,
So I guess I'll run in and be like, Judy!
yes.
And I'm
What's
just going to be
wrong?
like, okay, so we've done some investigating. Apparently we might be
You're out of
dealing
breath.
with an imp.
An imp.
Yeah, a fiend creature that can go invisible.
I see. Where would an imp have come from?
That's what we're trying to find out.
Yeah.
We just wanted to let you know what was going on so far and what we found out.
An imp. And you're sure?
Yeah, should I be telling her about, Misty's site?
No.
Okay. I'll just...
I mean, you could. I wouldn't.
We have eyewitness reports.
We have
That's all
some
you gotta say.
reports of... We've been given a description, and we're pretty sure it's an imp. Savlin told me to tell you to watch out for ravens, spiders, and
Rats.
Apparently they can disguise as them.
I see.
Yeah. So,
Only if it lets you.
yeah, imps,
And
not
it's
good.
a shape change, so it's yeah.
If
It would
it's
still
imps,
technically ping as a fiend, I think.
Yes, it would.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't actually
It's not a polymorph.
polymorph directly into it. It's its own little
So if they
special
try to speak
subset.
with animals, that won't work.
Yeah. And Meteor knows all about that. We had a big discussion on that one.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
So what's the
Okay,
person
I
that you
will
guys are?
An eye out for rats and spiders and
Should I
the
ask
ravens?
her about Fosra?
raven. That's right.
Yes. I would have asked you to ask her about Fosra.
We've also been told by Jeb about somebody named Fosra. Do you have any info on him?
Fosra, yes. Actually, you can get to his house right outside the monastery here. If you go left outside the monastery, there's a road that leads all the way to his house. He likes to keep to himself. Odd fellow.
Do you
Used to
think
be-
he could be behind this?
I mean, I don't know. He used to be an adventurer.
Did he take an arrow to the knee?
Um,
Sorry, I had to.
how much do you know about Fazra?
I know he was a warlock. Or is a warlock, I guess.
There.
But
Don't say anything. I'm not there.
he but he is retired from his adventuring days and just wanted a quiet life.
Okay.
You don't think he's responsible, do you?
Jim seems to think so, but we're gonna
I
just.
thought it was an imp.
Apparently, Saflin said that some magic users can have imps as. What was the word, Curio?
Is familiar?
Familiar.
Yeah, familiar. So I think they're headed there to just do a follow-up.
Okay.
So we have to be off.
Interesting.
Yeah, so we're gonna head off and see if we can catch up with them. Keep you informed.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Zoomy
Thank you for the
cats.
info. And I'll just take off running.
Okay.
Who's to say we can't get the zoomies?
All right. So while they were doing that, you would have gotten the information and left already, Saplin.
Yes.
So where would you be going?
I would be making my way through towards Phosphorus, just at a moderate pace,
Okay.
just like a slower pace.
Okay.
Is she
We're
walking
taking the
fast though,
actual roads.
Firedale?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you.
We were intending to take the road and they were gonna catch up after
Okay.
they talked to her.
What way are you going to get there then?
I think we were gonna try to go.
Cutting over? Are
I think
you?
we were gonna go through the fields if we can, and just kind of cross through as little trees as possible.
This kind of looks hilly though. Or is that the
yeah,
road?
but if we do this up here, through
Mhm.
here,
But
through
it looks
here,
like a hill ridge.
that's what I'm saying. Stop the cart on the road
And then
They
climb?
can get off and walk
and
up
then
the hill.
walk over here. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, you can get to about here before they finish their thing. So you guys leave the monastery then. You just start heading straight to Fosdra's?
Yeah, I'm guessing using the road.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's simple enough as well. So you get to, I'll say about here, and then this is probably the easiest path through right here. It's the least dense amount of trees, and you can just cut next to this farm here. You would still need to get out of the cart, but and then you'd end up getting to there probably before they would, Saflin.
Okay.
So you probably get
Question.
there first. Yeah.
But when I'm taking off leaving from the monastery, could I use to send a message to Safi being like, apparently he's a retired warlock?
Yeah.
I'm going
Can
to.
respond back to sending.
Mm-hmm.
So
Alright.
I would respond back. That was what I figured. That would have been my guess. But it's good to have the confirmation. I'll be careful.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it would have been like apparently he's a retired warlock headed your way or something like that.
Okay.
All right. So coming up to his house, Saflin, go ahead and roll me perception. And Aurora, you're with him, and Callan as well. So everyone can, all three can roll perception.
Okay.
Woo! That was a good roll.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Was pretty good.
Even Aurora didn't do too bad. Good job.
Thankfully, I have +4. Yep.
So the area around here, it seems like he takes good care of his area. It is still dry like everywhere else.
Mhm.
But you see, trying to figure out how to describe it. So it's kind of like a tower.
Of course, a warlock living in a tower.
Mm-hmm. But it. Sorry, I'm doing a horrible job at describing this. It seems there's some like bits and bobs just kind of strewn about, even though it's very well kept here. Like there's some more mechanical things like leaning up on the outside of the house.
Tinkering tower.
Like a workshopy area.
Callan would be
Yes.
so happy.
Yes.
Oh, it's going to be rough if the guy's actually sick and his imp has just been trying to take care of him and the fields have needed barbed wire to fix and stuff like that.
I mean, we're not necessarily coming from a place of hostility. We're just trying to
Find out what's been going on.
find out why and what we can do to get these people back their objects as soon as possible. If it's a temporary loan, okay. You know, as long as the reasoning's good.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, what would you like to do?
Is there a door that I can knock on somewhere?
Yeah, there's a front door.
I will knock on the door politely.
Okay. So you, Callan, and Aurora walk up, and you give a knock on the door, and you hear like a like small crash, and then like fumbling around, and get the door, get the door. And then the door opens, and it seems to open by itself.
Saflin will, knowing that we're potentially dealing with an invisible imp,
Mhm.
kind of curtsy politely and then speak in Infernal. Just going off of the hunch here. Is your master home? We'd like to have a talk.
Roll me persuasion, if
Okay?
you don't mind,
No bonuses, yeah?
with advantage.
Okay.
I mean, you speak of the language.
I do speak the language.
20.
A 20.
Nice roll.
Heck yeah.
Okay, so you curtsy and speak in Infernal. It, then poof, an imp pops into view right in front of you. Says,
Oh, someone who speaks the language. Hello.
Okay, well, I guess we found it.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet
Wasn't
you.
gonna
too.
show myself, but can't resist.
It's only polite.
he's just kind of flapping, just kind of hovering in the air.
This way.
Okay. Saflin is already mentally running through her checklist of flowers
Okay.
for which one she can pin on this imp.
All right.
The master for you. Job.
Or no, he's Jabna.
Azra.
Fazra.
Fazra. So many names.
Yep.
Yep. So you walk into this building, and there's like desks. It seems like a workshop area that you're walking into. There's like mechanical bits and bobs all over the place, and he seems to be working on some sort of machine in the center of the room.
I imagine Callan's eyes are twice the size
Oh,
of his
yeah.
head.
Callan looks like he is in heaven right now.
So
It's
tempted
about
to
this time.
nudge Callan and ask him to engage in Tinker Talk to try to get him to talk.
It's about this time that the rest of you show up.
Knock
The
on the
door is
door.
closed again. So Javna was kind of flying off, and then
Seriously,
yes.
terribly sorry about that, Jonah. The rest of my party's a little slow.
They're with you.
They are.
Well, as long as they're with you, that's fine.
Oh, you're so kind.
he just kind of drifts back over there. And you guys, the rest of you see as the door comes open, and there's just an imp hovering in the air and says,
I've been expecting you right this way.
and turns
Love
around.
that he's just rolling with it.
and
I'll be like,
just
thank
ushers
you.
in.
And I'll
You're
nod.
welcome, darling.
I will walk right this way.
Saflin has now, by the time Jobna returns, pulled the reddest flower possible that she has from her collection.
Mm-hmm.
It is taking the reddest of her flowers, the deepest red, and has woven it into a small bracelet. And when Jobna returns, we'll hand it to him. Thank you for your assistance.
Oh, thank you. Snack.
Fair enough.
Okay.
All
Well,
good.
you'll know where he is for
He's
the
a
next
little
24 to
flavor.
48 hours.
It's okay.
Yeah, he just eats it.
After that, you'll know where he was.
Mm, not gonna go there. Anyway,
Well, what can I help you with? Why are you bothering me?
terribly sorry. We were asked to look into a series of disappearing items in town, and it seems like your friend here, Javna, was involved in at least one of the items removal. So we just wanted to inquire as to why they've gone missing and how long you need them.
Okay. While you're saying all this, he is not looking at you at all. He is just hard at work tinkering with this machine.
That's fine.
Not even looking up at you.
Like Callan when he gets distracted tinkering.
Actually, I'm going to have Callan roll. the
Yeah, I was
perception.
gonna say, hopefully
about
someone
to
nudges
say.
Callan and says, ask him what he's working on.
Yeah, I was literally about to ask Callan, what's he doing?
Yeah.
Because, Curio be curious.
Callan.
Yeah, exactly.
Callan is just in awe at everything in here. He is not paying attention at the moment.
This looks
Oh.
fascinating. It's a little over
There's-
my head, though.
There's. Oh. What the?
I will give Callan a handkerchief for the drool.
Yeah.
Saflin, I'll have you roll me a perception as well, since you're probably more focused than Callan.
We can hope.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Yeah, there's just so much stuff laying around here.
Saplin is
it's
just
hard to tell
looking
what's
looking
what.
at everything, and she's trying to see what any of it would be. And like I just said, this is over my head.
Tabaxis
I
are
have no
curious
idea.
creatures. Could I maybe roll a perception and see?
Sure. Sure.
Saplin would probably, upon failing, be like, "This place is amazing. What are you working on?"
Mhm.
Just come right
Yeah.
out with it.
Not
you,
as
you
good.
probably wouldn't understand.
You're probably right, but could you try to explain?
So with your perception, Lilia, yeah, you as well are just dumbfounded at everything around here. It's just like goes way over your head. Talon, I'm gonna have roll an intelligence
Darn.
check. Okay. Hearing you probably wouldn't understand. Talon perks up a little. Is like, try me.
That got him.
Challenge
He
accepted.
comes up to Fosra and he's like, well, what do you see? Looks mechanical in nature. Let's see. Got that. Oh,
I will-
this.
I will stealthily grant Catelyn a bardic inspiration.
Okay. So he now has bardic inspiration. Okay. Good to know.
So if he has to make a check of any sort, 1d8.
Okay.
I imagine lots of words that we're not going to understand are about to come out of Meteor's mouth.
Callan
Your
is
work is
now
so
bird
structured.
speech.
Look at this. Your wires are backwards.
Whoop.
Here, let me help you. Let me help you. Callan just starts like taking off some of the wires and flipping them around. He's like, oh, I totally missed that. Thank you.
But what is it doing, Catelyn?
But what? Right. I should find that out, shouldn't I?
Probably.
Should also probably ask before you tinker with somebody else's tinkering.
I'm trying to make it rain. Okay?
That is an excellent goal. I approve.
In case you couldn't tell, bit of a drought. I'm working.
Okay.
Is that why you
Trying
needed the barbed wire, the music box, and the endless decanter?
Roll me another perception check with advantage.
Yeah, I want to see if they're there, yeah. See if those items exist.
Unless you
Natural
20.
or not a natural 20, but a 20. That's
Yeah.
much better.
Natural 18, but
So knowing that that's what he was doing now, you take a closer look and you can see nestled in there a decanter that's kind of like melded into the workings of it. Some of the wires that are holding it together are the barbed wire. And on the desk next, on one of the desks around, you can see what looks like a music box that's been taken apart and had the gears taken out of it.
I hope he'll put that back together.
what's your plan once you've made it rain? Will the items be returned back to their owners?
Oh yes. I'm not a monster.
I was about to say that little girl will be very disappointed if she doesn't get her music box back.
What little girl?
The girl that your familiar took the music box from.
You
Borrowed.
you go to motion to the familiar to
Or the
Javna.
imp. Yeah. Your
You
friend.
don't see him.
That's okay. That's fine.
It's one of those instances where you mention somebody and somebody knows they've not supposed to have done something they did.
Yep.
So
Where did you get these items from?
With your 20 though on perception, you do notice that one of the walls has like this big black hole on it.
Yep.
A big
It-
black
got
it's
it.
like
hole?
this big black space on the wall in
Yep.
the shape of a circle.
Yep.
Somebody want to fill me in out of character? Because I'm confused.
I don't know exactly what happened. I'm guessing we have a spider hiding its legs in a cluster, but I don't actually know.
Sorry. When I say big,
Or rather, it's just an opening.
I don't mean like a dot. I mean
Ah.
like a big round hole, like
Mm-hmm.
larger than you.
Mm-hmm.
Like a
Um,
I was gonna say like a black hole, but that doesn't really help.
It's
Like a-
literally what it is a black
Yes,
Yeah.
but
it almost looks like
Is
black
it a
cloth.
out of character because I don't know that Saffron would know what
Mhm.
this item is in case it is that. Is this a portable hole?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's exactly what it is.
like I was my question black hole meaning like portal hole, not
Yeah, it's a portable hole. It's a circle of fabric that you lay out and you can put items within.
a dimensional
And then
space.
and then you can fold them back up and carry it around.
Dimensional space, got it.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
But your characters do not know that.
Yes.
Correct.
the larger version of the bag of holding.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
Um,
one of the things you don't put in a bag of holding.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good idea.
Yeah, Javna paid a visit to a little girl in town, and that is where he is borrowing the music box from.
Oh, of course you did. Yeah. I'll put it back together after I'm done.
Okay, that's all I ask.
I just gotta finish this. I'm so close.
Looks at Callan.
Yeah, nudge, nudge, Callan.
Talon's just continuing to tinker it. It's like,
Yeah, I'm like carry on at this point. As long as we have no reason to believe he's lying, yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Talon's
fine.
like, pass me that wrench. Pass me that wrench.
Nudge, nudge, Sappy, and tell her she might want to start on a wedding ring for the two.
Why wedding rings though?
So
I
why
can
is
I
your
can do.
Anything done with this? Hey, I designed this, you know. Not very well.
Just slowly make my way back outside.
It just continues to tinker with it.
If they're not sending me away, then I am not moving.
I'd be just watching this in awe
Yep.
and just shaking my head at Callan, just dissing his work.
I am going to cast sending
Uh-huh.
over to Judy,
Okay.
and I'll be like, okay, we found the items. They're on temporary loan. He's trying to fix your drought issue.
Okay. So you would be saying this out loud, correct?
I'm whispering.
Okay.
Because I believe sending is I whisper, but let me double check. If I have to say it out loud at all.
It is verbal.
Yeah, so I think I would say it, but I'd be whispering it.
Okay. Yeah, you can whisper. You don't have to whisper, but you can whisper. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll whisper. I don't want to disturb their working.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yep. And this one does have material components.
It's a short piece of fine copper wire that I will pull out of my bag.
Thank you for the whack-a-meteor melody.
Because again, the
Sure,
arcane
it's
focus can negate the material components as long as they don't have a
Correct.
thing, typically. So I would either use my loot or one of the staffs,
Okay.
or I would use a component pouch.
Okay.
So
You found them on. Sorry. Say one more time what you said.
On loan.
let me count words because it's 25 word count.
Yep.
Be like, this is Saplin. That's 3. Basra is borrowing the items, trying to fix your rain problem.
Okay.
Temporary loan.
Okay. I see. How?
I did have words left, so I probably would have said crafting some sort of device. But
Okay.
Brain machine.
Yeah.
Okay. How?
I don't
that's all
know
you
the answer to that question.
Yep.
Come and ask.
Oh.
Uh,
So you can use sending again to send another message, or you can just
I
leave it.
can. I just don't know what to answer this one because I literally don't know. I failed at all my checks to know
Yep.
what the heck's going on. I do not know.
I don't think any of us know what's going on except Callan.
Callan might, yeah.
But
Good
let's
luck
not
pulling
disturb
Callan away
Callan.
long enough to explain it to the rest of us.
Good luck. Yeah, don't disturb him. Just let him get it working.
Maybe one of y'all should ask Kellen how long it'll take.
Sure. I'll gently touch Callan's shoulder and be like, how much longer do you think you will need?
From the looks of it, even though a lot of this stuff needs fixing, which I'll have to help with because he obviously doesn't know what he's doing. He actually is pretty close. Probably we'll have it finished by tonight.
Okay. I am using for chat's purposes because they're all like, don't bug a tinkerer in the middle of the job. That's rude. I am using every single opportunity that I am touching Callan to give him bardic inspiration.
Okay.
Every single time. So, I have a reason.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm with Nitty User on this one. You should have responded to Tinkerers or Tinkin. You should ask them.
But yeah, I wanted to get that answer before I sent anything back to Judy. I want to have more information to give her.
But yeah, so you are kind of listening to Callan's and Fosra's conversation as they're just tinkering away. You kind of just pull up a chair and are watching the show. You hear bits and pieces of the conversation. Callan mentions, "Oh, this is an ingenious use of the decanter. It's a great supply of water."
Question.
Mm-hmm.
For this stuff, is Callan using intelligence checks?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm also, while he's
You're not
just...
a tinkerer, though, so that may have a factor.
Yeah, so what are you checking?
I was going to do a thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was going to
Yeah,
go
you
up
make him
and
think better.
touch Callan and give him Fox Cunning, which is advantage on intelligence checks.
Okay.
Sure.
Great.
With his bardic inspirations too, he could maybe get this done before night.
Yeah,
So
see
I'll
if that
just
can
sit
speed
there.
him up at all.
I'll just sit
I
there
am
and
actually rolling a dice for him,
And I'll
and he's rolling
offer-
great.
I'll offer one to Fosra as well.
Okay. You're me so inspired.
actually, can I go and do them as well? The enhance ability, I'll do it on both.
Can you do it on both? It's not concentration or anything, yeah?
It is concentration, but I can
Then
do it.
you can only... Okay, you got 2
at
targets?
higher level, at level 3, I believe.
Okay, yeah.
At 3rd level, I can do an additional target, so I'm gonna check it off from where it was and put the higher slot.
Yep.
So I'll give it to both of them.
So you can just like see their brains just like.
And I'll just go sit down and
focusing.
watch, concentrate.
And you've never seen Callan like that. You've seen him tinker with little things before, and you've seen him make his cannons with his magic. But this is like on a whole different level. This machine looks complex. It also looks kind of like mishmashed together. Like it's got barbed wire and a decanter in it. So he's kind of cobbled it together from the bits he could in a druid village. Not a lot of mechanical things
In
in
a
a druid,
druid
village,
village.
which is why he ended up having to borrow from the surrounding area with what he could.
Yeah, he probably asked Jabber to go and fetch materials thinking he was going to go shopping. Whoops.
Is there anything that we could paint that would help the go faster?
Paint?
We have
just-
the paint set.
Do you want to burn the paints on that? Is the thing. They are finite.
It's
True.
1,000 feet, though, if I recall.
It just gives me a space. It doesn't tell me a number of objects. It's just it's a volume or a surface area.
Yeah, I think it's like 1,000.
1,000 square feet of a surface.
Yeah. Yep. Which can paint quite a bit with 1,000 square feet.
Can always paint small things if they need it for help.
Yeah.
I mean, even just 1 5-foot squares, that's just 25 feet of that. So yeah, you can make lots of little gears
Yeah, I'm
and
just
stuff
wondering if
in
they
that
actually need
space.
anything else right now.
Okay. Make an intelligence check to see if you can figure out what they're needing and what they're not.
Oh, I would just bring it up to Cal and be like, we have some paint if you need help.
I mean, I have a whole bunch of crap in the bag of holding that they could use if they needed it. It's just, what do they need?
Yeah.
Which is the part that we have to figure out, because Callan's focused.
Melody, they're talking about magical paint that when you paint it, it becomes real.
Yes.
That is what they were referring to at the moment.
Yeah, we have the marvelous pigments.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing. I don't know anything.
Cal looks at you, is like, oh, yes. Here, give me that. Give me that. Actually, here.
Direct me and I will paint it.
Yes, you paint. I direct.
Be as detailed as possible.
He kind of like describes the gear and like he's gonna have he's helping you by describing it as best as he can, so you get advantage on your performance check.
Oh, okay.
Because the
Make
other
sure to
thing I
roll
would
higher
say
than
is
10.
we could always chop down a tree and
There you go.
carve with the
24 is
knife.
still right. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you create this beautiful looking like bronze gear. It's like, yes, this will save us so much time. And he yanks some like shoddy looking gear out and puts that one in. It's like, oh, that fits so much better. Now we don't need this part. And tosses something else away.
Because yeah, we have the
we all
knife
need
too.
Food. Oh yes, I am quite hungry.
We don't have a ton on our person. We did not go and collect produce yet. We have very little in our bag of holding right now. We can go out and get food.
Yes, please.
Okay.
We definitely need to do that.
Yeah, lunch
I'm
run.
not there, but I would assume you would rather do that than have the imp go do it.
There's a field at the bottom of the hill. You can just take some of the fruit from the corner there. I do it all the time.
Wonder where the imp got the idea that it's okay.
Can't imagine. But yeah, I would probably
field.
You would
I would
what?
probably send somebody on a food run.
Okay.
Honestly, your fastest would probably be Morrow and Son.
Like, Son, can you
Yep.
go get some food and come back?
Yeah, sure thing. What kind of food?
Well, the druids seem to mostly be vegetarians, but I think the rest of us will want meat, although you may have to go hunting for
Or go
that.
down to the lake.
They don't keep meat here.
I thought they said there was fishing down by the lake.
Yeah, you could try to fish, but I don't know how long that'll take.
No, I thought they
Oh.
fished down by the lake.
There is a fishing thing down by the lake. Yes.
Okay, yeah, then you may want to go down to the lake then. Yeah, sure.
I'm like, I swore Meteor said that there was fishermen down by the lake.
Yeah, there's a dock and everything.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take care of it.
I'll hand her some gold to purchase it so that she doesn't just
Take it.
Yeah.
take.
So she
Yeah.
doesn't sonnet.
Yes.
She might still son some of it, but that way they get some form of compensation.
All right. So she goes.
I'll have to
Procures
tell Pika she's
some
become a
food.
verb.
Yeah, so I will hand son the bag of colding and 20 gold.
Okay. So she's able to procure, with 20 gold, she's able to get quite a bit of fish, and some good fruits and vegetables from they're not markets, but from the kind of storehouse
storehouses.
areas
Yeah.
there that you were directed to before.
The vendors.
Yeah. And she makes her way back. So the bag has a bunch of stuff in it now, and she hands you back the rest of the money, and there's still.
Oh, did I
You
get
said-
change?
You said you gave her 20 gold.
Yep.
You have probably 16 gold left over.
Oh wow.
Holy crap, okay.
Considering that the bag when it was filled before with what we had about 10 gold of food in it, so yeah. We're good.
Yeah.
I was just willing to pay slightly higher prices if necessary because they don't have a formal market.
Right. Sonlin, when she hands it back to you, is like, their stuff is dirt cheap.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so she spent how much? 4 or 6?
4.
Okay.
Does
will
he
add
have
the
a
rest back.
kitchen that we can cook in? Or do we have to go make a campfire outside and cook?
Roll me perception.
Perception.
Okay.
Not very perceptive, but
Can I help her look?
Yeah. So either you can roll 2 or
Roll again.
I'm also concentrating on the thing, so
Yeah, I figured I'd give you advantage so you can roll again. You have a much higher perception bonus than I do.
13.
Yeah, with the 13, you search around for a kitchen and you find what you think is a kitchen. It's got all sorts of stuff scattered on it, but
Not, I'll just pull out the mess kit from the bag.
yeah, it looks like there's some sort of kitchen here.
Yeah.
You have to kind of clear a space out, but yeah, there is a cooking space.
And I'll look over at Lilia. You want to help me make something out of this?
Can I do that while I'm concentrating on the intelligence thing?
I think it's as long as you don't concentrate on something else in terms of a concentration spell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so then yeah, I'd help.
As long as you don't take damage, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So who's gonna roll the survival for this?
I'd be fine with both of us rolling, unless Meteor wants one of us to just roll with advantage.
Either or.
Here's my roll then.
I know Callan's not rolling for it.
Yeah, I did not roll well. I'm too concentrated
I
on
was gonna
doing
say,
other
really
things.
well. I got a nat 20, so
Do
I
we
got
have?
it.
Do we all need to roll survival or
A
just?
nat 1 and a nat
No,
20.
it just
No,
just
we were
us
both
Just
trying
cooking.
to
one's
cook.
cooking.
Okay.
I'm
So
too
nat 20.
concentrated on concentrating.
I asked for your help, but you didn't really respond. That's all.
Yep, I'm
Yeah,
just.
you're just Lilia. You're just distracted by all the clutter here.
Yeah.
It's like really getting on your nerves. Like I can't work in this space.
Lilia went into cleaning mode.
Yep.
Yep.
So you start straightening up a little, and Saflin, while she's straightening up, you get to the cooking.
Saflin has seafood at her disposal for the first time on this adventure and makes a fantastic seafood feast.
Yes. Lilia,
perk
go
up at
ahead
the
and
smell.
roll me an investigation check. 16, not bad. So while you're straightening up like this, one of the things you stumble on looks like a staff of some sort.
Ooh.
Or not a staff. It's like a javelin with like it's kind of like jagged at both ends.
Can I do a possible Arcana check on it?
Sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, not so great. I'm too concentrated.
It's a javelin of some kind.
I'll look at Safi. I'm like, Safi, any
Yeah?
idea what this is?
Do I get to make a check to see if I know what the heck that is?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, so it's just Arcana?
Yeah.
I'm assuming it would have been Arcana. 19.
19.
Maybe.
It definitely looks to be a magical javelin of some sort.
It's a javelin and it seems magic.
You definitely get an aura of magic from it.
Couldn't tell you otherwise, but yeah, it's definitely magic.
Interesting.
Maybe be very careful with that.
Yeah. I'll just carefully put it aside and maybe ask about it later.
Okay.
Yep.
I
Totally
think I knew
doesn't
what it
want-
was just from the description.
Totally doesn't just want to put it in the bag of holding and pretend like
We are
I
not
didn't
here to
just
take.
I know.
We are here to recover.
But my mind is going Son.
Yes, but Son's not here right now.
Son should be back. She
She's here
brought
in
back the
spirit.
food.
She's somewhere. I don't know that she's with us in the kitchen.
Well, she did bring you the food bag.
Yeah, I don't know that she stayed in the kitchen. I don't know. Where would Son have gone?
As you're wondering that, you look back and Son's like dipping her fingers in the food that you were in the process of making.
Like
trying
Son,
to sneak some food.
please wait until I dish it out.
Oh, fine.
And stomps off.
And she
I'm
will
hungry.
yeah, well, Saplin will start dishing it out and she'll leave out a plate for the imp.
I wonder if a staff of lightning would be useful to make rain.
Uh,
Rain a
I don't think
thunderstorm.
It's not a staff of storms, it's a staff of lightning.
Yeah. Dang it.
So I don't think so. It might be helpful to power something.
Curio. Roll
Yes.
the d20. Okay, never mind.
Okay. But yeah, so I will serve up several plates of a seafood feast. So I'd imagine that I have like a variety of things. Like I probably made a really tasty seafood boil as well as like a seafood paella.
Okay.
And I just have like little bits kind of portioned out. And so it probably smells absolutely delicious. I don't know if you've ever been to a crawfish boil
Mm-hmm.
or went and bought boiled crawfish and then brought them home in your car, but your car smells delicious for days after. That's what I feel like is happening in this tower right now. It just smells delicious.
Yes, it smells with that cooking roll. Yeah, this place smells incredible right now. Probably better than it's smelled in quite a while.
One of the few
Right.
things that can call a tinkerer away from their tinkering.
Yep.
Yeah, they both come, grab a plate, and then go right back over and
Yep.
kind of eat while they continue to tinker.
With that nat 20 roll, do they get inspired by the food?
How
How
say
much can
sure.
we stack them?
I'll
Yup.
say sure.
Let's just stack them as much as possible.
Right?
Okay.
Uh,
Curio eats the fish food happy.
So
yes.
they continue tinkering away. You don't see the imp at all, even though you lifted out a plate.
That's fine.
Yeah, you haven't seen him in a while.
He'll get to it when he gets to it.
All right, so it's getting into the evening at this point, and it looks like they're kind of slowing down, like putting the finishing touches on it. And Fosra says, would one of you go fetch my familiar? Fetch Javna for me.
Where do we find him?
Probably in the hole.
It's over there, and he points to the hole.
Yep. Grab the plate of food that I left out for him and walk into the hole.
All right, so you've never seen anything like this before, so
Yep.
you just know he's pointing to a big
I'm
black.
going on faith.
Okay. So you grab the plate and you just kind of close your eyes and just walk, and you go straight through it. The other side is kind of like a big black expanse, and you see, like, in here, it's kind of set up like a bedroom. And you just see Javna just chilling there on like this little cot thing, just relaxing.
Like, hey, I got you dinner, and I think Fosra needs you.
Oh,
The D&D version of a mobile home.
Thank you.
Yep.
I'll come right out.
All right.
Walks
grab
back
the
out.
plate. He wolfs the food down.
Of course.
That's incredible. Mwah! Delicious.
Okay.
And then he floats on out.
Follow him out.
Yep. So, and when you're in here, you cannot see out of this hole.
Yep, I'm following him.
You can tell there's like walls. It's kind of like a circular pit, but currently the pit is on its
Yeah.
side.
Yeah, so you're walking on a solid surface, but it's just black everywhere.
Yep. So you follow him out, and you are back in the space you were before. All right, Javna, come here. Put this one up there. And Javna comes, grabs like this little antenna-looking thing, and sticks it up on top. Like this, boss. Yeah, a little to the left. No, right. No, your other right. That way. And just kind of points. He's like, okay. Yes, there, perfect. Now, screw it in. All right. I think that's it. It's done. I didn't think I was going to be done with this for several more days. What is your name? Callan. You are quite the tinkerer, Callan. Thank you. You're not.
Callan!
Fair. It's not exactly my forte. It's okay, though. You're decent enough. Thank you.
Now Callan has a potential disciple to come back and collect later.
Well, the truth. Who wants to turn it on?
Should we warn people first?
Nah,
Why?
let's just do it.
It's just gonna start raining? Okay.
Yeah. Or at least that's the idea, anyways.
Well, I'll gesture to Callan and be like, I think you should do the honors.
Me?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Why not? You just built it. I think you more than anyone knows how it works.
It's Fosra's invention.
Well, yeah, Fosra could do that too, yeah. Do it together.
Okay. As you guys are discussing this, Jobna's like,
I'll do it.
and just goes and flips the switch.
Well, I mean, I thought Fosra was the one asking who wants to
Sorry,
flip it.
sorry, Jobna.
Oh,
The
okay,
imp.
never mind. Then I wouldn't have said anything. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Jobna
Alright.
just goes, I'll do it, and flips the switch.
He's like,
Okay.
I'm not messing around.
So go on. So
Saplin
Holy
knows so little about this machine that she's worried if she tried to turn it on, she would break it.
So he flips the switch, and like an engine starts booting up and like turning over, and you just see this machine start coming to life, gears turning, parts spinning, and it's just marvelous to watch. And that's where we'll end it for tonight.
Gosh darn it! I want to see if we got rain.
Well, we will have the reveal next time.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun dun
We are-
dun.
Like 40 minutes over time, so
Yeah, I know. I
Yeah.
keep looking at the clock.
Yeah.
Hope everyone had fun.
Yes.
yeah. Good job investigating.
Woo! And we didn't make anything worse. Yet.
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 You got really good rolls on when like looking for clues.
And
Just
we didn't
really
come
bad
in
rolls
guns
in cooking.
blazing, so we didn't have a fight that we didn't have to have.
Yep.
True.
Yeah, it sucks.
We'll fight a warlock another time, I'm sure. Just not now. Also, by the way, for just because you asked about spell components earlier, I did look up on the searchable table. None of those ingredients are used in any spells.
Yep.
Not a one.
Nice to know.
Mhm.
But anyways, for those of you watching, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you all next week.